I came to Earth to guide, so I am doing it. But if you're listening to this found you at exactly right time because you're the right person to listen to this because the expression is coming through. So what I want to speak today about is technology and how we use technology to numb ourselves and about potential of each and every single one of us. Earth can be a really painful place to be in with all the wars happening, with all the rape, with all the human trafficking, with all the unfair kind of stuff. But the only way to stop that is to take full accountability of our own energy and to bring that energy inside. You can do this with Kundaini, you can do this with chanting, you can do this with first and foremost connecting to nature and your nature to be able to remember that we are part of this nature. I will also speak about how exactly to unshame what we have as women, unshame our sexuality, and reconnect to that in a really deep level because we are nature, we are the power of nature, and there is nothing that should be stopping us right now. But conditioning and the fears are so big. So women reclaiming money, sex, power, reclaiming our values, and also reclaiming the fact that we don't need to be with one partner for life all the time, but we can choose if that feels right. So I went through these things myself, and I feel like the keys are there. The keys to a creative world that's evolving, the world that is cosmically already connected, but we want the awakening. We want the energy to be able to open up. We want to be able to learn how to be in our nature, to be in our power that is always there. So first three chakras, and empower love and empower expression and empower intelligence, but feel okay on earth. Feel okay, feel like we can be safe, because it's amazing to be able to develop. It's amazing to be able to develop, but we need to also be able to develop harmoniously. Universe is doing so many things right now to wake us up, and universe is also organizing really painful things. And if we don't see again and open up to potential, if we don't open up our minds to the fact that there is potential in everything that's happening right now, and even though it's painful as fuck right now, all we have is now to be able to influence something, to be able to create something, to be able to change something. And if we have parts of us that are frozen, right, the parts of us who are believing a distortion that's not true, the parts of us that don't have faith, the parts of us that are not being given love, those parts of us are going to keep ruling till we learn how to do the inner work, until we learn, because till we learn to do inner work, till we learn to integrate those parts, so then we can take responsibility of our whole life, our whole experience as adult, and be able to move forward with deep clarity. I'm doing this while scientists are doing their thing, while musicians are doing their thing, while social workers are doing their thing, and everyone is doing their thing to be able to connect, to explore the interests, to explore the connections. And to me, though, I kept coming back to earth. I kept coming back to injustice. I kept coming back to all the pain. And all the pain that doesn't allow us to go on with life. And a lot of people think of pain and painful things that happen to them as a fertilizer. And so it is. It is a fertilizer indeed. And that's the best I can think about it. In the world where we don't even understand that needs matter and things like sex, money, and power in your own kind of tribe, feeling useful, feeling recognized is not a bad thing, and being selfish isn't a bad thing as well. And grounding so deep in that, I have spent 25 years of my life trying to get my beliefs straight and be okay being selfish and be okay opening up and be okay being honest with people after my own beliefs that I formed that were unconscious. So I'm taking responsibility of my beliefs, wherever they come from. And I'm moving on to the vision that I have for the earth, the vision where we can feel safe to create, we can feel safe to adapt, and we don't see anything as a problem but as an opportunity. And I mean anything. And yeah, they are problems for sure. Those things are problems, but if we deal with problems as their problems, they're never going to turn into opportunity. So with women, when I'm working, we work with our sacred rage, we work with our whole range of emotions. We release, we allow, we give safe space for things to be okay, to normalize all of those emotions in our body. Yeah, those emotions are normal. Whatever the emotion is, whatever your sacred rage is, whatever the contraction, expansion is, I want to normalize that. And it is normal. It is actually normal. And after that, we automatically, after releasing that rage, we will automatically return to love, peace, whatever is on the other side of that, pleasure, relaxation, joy. This is how we work as humans. And I'm loving working with kids. I'm loving spending time with kids because they know it's so easy for them. They cry, they shake, they do all the weird stuff, unless we condition them to disconnect from their body, which is what the fucking society has been doing for ages. And maybe that was good for a certain amount of period where we believed that hurting or discipline or strong discipline was the only way to survive, but it's not. There is a better way to survive, and loads of places and loads of people with peaceful parenting and things like that show that there is a better way how we operate this world. There is a better way how we operate this world. Without wars, with dealing with our trauma, with acknowledging our trauma, with not giving our own authority away, with understanding politics, with understanding how trauma operates, with questioning things and seeing, is that actually true? Is thinking that if we take a land and we'll develop that land in our own way with all the technological advances and consumerism and capitalism, is that actually the only way forward? Is that the only way forward? Is science the only way forward? Is spirituality the only way forward? Or can both coexist? Can everything have space on Earth to coexist? So if what I'm saying right now triggers you, great. I opened something inside so we can actually allow our expression to blossom and not get sick, maybe for once. We can allow our masculine and feminine, which is action, which is going for things, which is power, which is solar plexus energy, and feminine, which is compassion, forgiveness, and beingness, and fulfillment, and fruitfulness, and pleasure, and just like being present in this yummy life. Can all our emotions, full range, whole spectrum, be okay to be within? Can we expand our presence and our awareness to be bigger than whatever happened to us? Can we really embody that in our body, at our core? Can we educate kids about how amazing they are, how gifted they are, and then when they make mistakes, they're allowed to make those mistakes? They still will be loved, and they still can trust themselves and learn to be independent and do whatever their soul came here to do, because we are souls. And sometimes we just need a reminder. Do we want to die before we even self-actualize? Isn't it easier, isn't it harder to not do things? I mean, it's hard not to do things because you suppress all the time. That takes a lot of energy. And it's really hard as well to go for your things. But that also gives us inner peace and evolution. It's difficult. All of this stuff is difficult, but we have our spine to concentrate on. We have our channel, our source, our heart, our expression, our vision. And then from there, heart, solar plexus, and Mama Earth always here speaking the truth. I'm inviting you to join me in this. I'm inviting you to join me in expression. I'm inviting you to join me in exploring things and forgiving yourself, in actually embodying yourself, in connecting to your truth, in opening mind to wisdom. That sometimes what we think and believe is true isn't, or believed in the past something that was true isn't actually true, and it's okay. It's okay to make those mistakes. I'm embodying deep humanness here as well. I'm embodying the fact that I don't understand everything, but I understand certain things, and I am a puzzle in this universe, and I'm playing my role, and it's a weird one. It's a weird one, and it took me a really long time to integrate it inside of me. And if you're listening to this, you feel it. If you're listening to this, you feel it. I know you feel it. If you're listening to this, you feel it. Let's make this world a better place. Join me and join any local things that you have right now for the wellness retreats that we do and other people do. All of those experiences are amazing. So if this video reached you, I want you to say that you matter, that you're not alone, that you're loved. And if there are those parts of you that are too scared to try things, find those people who are already doing it. This is what I have been doing for a really big while, to step up into your power, into your expression, into your truth, into whatever it is that you personally came here to do. I appreciate you existing. I appreciate everything that you have been doing. And I know that it's scary, and it's important to look at those parts, and it takes somatics. It takes certain integration. It takes space and time which we can allow for our full emotions to release this tension that does not let us go towards what we truly believe we need and desire, to be able to self-actualize and to be able to be this glowing puzzle in the world that we are. There isn't one way. There are lots of ways, and we find our own one to shine. Thank you for listening. If you want to join any of my retreats, if you want to join my online programs, you have them on the website where we do this work together. My purpose is empowering feminine to be able to rise to their full potential, to be able to create the world learning from the ancestors where there was harmony with nature, yet still use technology and use innovation for our good, not to numb ourselves. And this world is possible for me, then this world is possible for everyone, and all of us are, and I respect it, are at different stages of evolution, but I want to see everything as an opportunity. I want to see everything as potential, because it is. This is how I see things. And let's learn from the ancient people and ancient scientists and ancient lifestyles where people were strong and healthy and they were developing connections, and see where this beautiful earth can go to. But we first need to do the groundwork, or we can do both at the same time. We can do the groundwork, and groundwork, I mean looking at the uselessness of certain things like war, looking at how some things just need to be left behind and integrated and learned from. So these trauma cycles that are useless don't repeat. So we open up to the new. So we create together, we create a safer world. If you are a safe person, and if you're honest with others, and if you're loving, and if you're doing what it is that your soul came here to do, whatever it is, then that gives permission to lots of other people as well. And this is how the ripple effect works. And this is how we create this safer world where women are respected because they respect themselves, because they choose to believe certain things. And then other people can come on board as well, but it starts with us. Same with men. It's all the soul kind of thing. And when I say men and women, I'm talking patterns. I'm talking patterns of women's oppression, and I'm talking about how we can turn all of this into ecstasy and joy. How this is a way forward. And how the only way forward is actually to take one step, and then another step, and then another step. And it's scary, but the life will continue pushing us there anyway. If we're alive, the life will push us that way. And then that is exactly what the biggest expression is. I can't wait to see you in my in-person things and events, in my online things, in my charity events, and the whatever education events I'm gonna keep speaking about. And there's always more wisdom to go. There are always people who are wiser. There are always people who are different and do their specific thing. But one thing that we have in common is that we glow. That we don't have inner tension because we have inner peace. And inner tension manifests as outer tension, and all of this tension and anxiety is just something that shows us where we're not embodying our truth, where we're disconnected from our truth. It's like the bell, jingle bells. It's showing us where we're not embodying the truth. Whether it's you don't have enough money, you think, or you're not in your source fully. And I have a webinar called Your Source, where we speak about what it's like to be in our source. Thank you for being here. This has been emotional and it's been beautiful, and I've been doing this work for ages, so I just stay alive. And life is pushing me. And I created a really strong foundation of truth and awareness of that truth inside of me, of this beauty. If you work with your third eye, you also see people's auras. And you see people's like tensions manifested in not truth. And like that's my whole thing, is helping people release this tension so we can flow on, we can create this world. And to help release this tension, I use somatics, I use dance, I use sacred rage and different sacred expression. I say rituals, but you can be scared, so I'll say workshops. And what else am I using? Oh yeah, questioning beliefs and learning to reprogram with new beliefs, where you have really, really strong foundation, strong aura, and psychotherapy as well for the strong aura. Well, it's been almost 20 minutes I've been speaking. If you're interested in what I'm saying, I can't wait to cooperate with you in one way or another. It's good to meet you. May your inner light, your inner purpose shine your way. May you allow your happiness to shine your way. You shine you the way, that's better. To shine you the way forward. And may everything that happened before be a fertilizer. May everything that happened before be something where you were learning. And you will learn more and more, but it's a spiral. It gets better and better when we actually do and go for those things that we desire. This is complete now. I also want to add some of the activation videos here with other people that I love. They're the favorite people up on social media who actually did the work in real life and then shared it in social media. So not numbing, but doing work loves. Social media has been such a massive distraction from life, especially during COVID, I feel. If people were in doubt or if their auras have not been strong yet. So up we go. Thanks for being here again. Check out everything in the description if you want to work with me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing your work. And I'm so excited to share what's possible here.